make sure that you come on tonight and that you share, like, tag, invite, and make sure you start a watch party tonight.
Start a watch party, you guys. Invite your family and friends.
So please invite your family and friends. Listen, if you guys can hear us very well, make sure you let us know you can hear us very well tonight. We are back tonight with part 2 of what it's like being a PK kid. And last week was just so fantastic and so phenomenal. But my kids wanted to do a few more things again. So, hey, we are on tonight. So make sure you let us know whether you can hear us and things like that. We greatly, greatly appreciate every one of you tonight for tuning in. So, hey, without further ado, we're going to bring on our children tonight.
Yes, we
are. So we're actually trying to start with the oldest and then work our way on. So, hey, without further ado, my son, Darius Pierre Buckley, is on tonight. If he could get off and put himself on the screen, we will be good tonight. My son.
Say I'm on the screen.
We don't see you, bro.
I don't see you.
We don't see you. Hey, my son, Curtis Perryman is on tonight. Curtis Perryman Jr. Shout out to him. He's on tonight.
Hi.
Hey, my daughter is Ashley Perryman is on tonight.
Hey.
Shout out to her. And also, man, we lost my other daughter that quick. Lost Alexis. So hey, tonight, my daughter Treasure is on tonight. So Treasure, say hello to the people.
Hi.
Oh my God. So this is how it's gonna be tonight. One of these high moments, high. So listen, we get ready to have a great time tonight, but need y'all to do us a favor. I need y'all to go ahead, download our church app. Just go to the Apple Store, the Roku Store, and download the church app. It's Kingdom Life Faith Center. So download the church app and let it be a blessing to you. You'll be caught up on everything, on all things Kingdom Life Faith Center. I promise you it'll bless your life. It'll encourage your faith and starve your doubts. So, honey, greet the people and then we're going to get to it tonight.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us on tonight for the Kingdom Life Experience podcast with the Perryman children. So I'm excited to hear what we're going to be talking about tonight.
Yeah. So, all right. Curtis kind of spoke to me last week. I think he called me. I called him, one of the two. And he kind of said to me last week that, he kind of came off a little bit as if he didn't care.
He cares.
And so he said he wanted to talk about that.
Yes, our daughter Alexis is on.
Yeah, Alexis is on now. Alexis, say hi to people.
Hey.
We forgot to give shout outs to those who are watching us.
Oh, we gotta give shout outs to the people. Then we're gonna give to Curtis in just a moment.
Yes, I want to say hello to Minister Kim Simmons, Jennifer Smith, Paulette Martin. Hello, Miss Paulette. Thank you for joining us on tonight. Stella Roby, Teresa Wells, Ma'am Alexis and Victoria is on as well. And Minister Jackie Hankins is on. Again, go ahead and share, tag, like, invite, start a watch party. Let's get our numbers up tonight. Get your family and friends to join us.
Yeah, please do that.
Please do that.
Yeah, so let's get ready to have a great time tonight. So Curtis, we talked with you the other day. You were saying that you kind of came off as if you didn't care, and you said that you didn't want people to think that you didn't care.
Right.
So let's talk about that now. Come on and let's have some conversations about that tonight. So what was it that got you that you said you had to really look at something a little bit different?
I mean, because my perspective when I was growing up was just, I mean, that's what it is. It's just, I just saw everything happen. I didn't butt in. It's just, but I saw everything unravel. Just didn't really affect me like it affected everybody else.
Yeah, but why do you think it didn't affect you?
Because I wasn't really paying attention to it. There's a lot of stuff going on at the time.
A lot of stuff going on at the time.
Yeah.
But you said to me that you came off as if you didn't care. You said you did care, and you didn't want people to think that you didn't care.
Right.
Yeah, because I was saying like it didn't faze me or things like that. I don't want people to think that I don't care or just I'm not telling the truth or something like that.
Mm.
Okay.
So he said that he didn't want it to come off as if he didn't care, and can you just elaborate a little bit about what you're talking about? I really try to get him to go a little bit deeper, but he's not. But we'll get to that as a moment. We'll get to that in a moment, all right? But listen, now Treasure didn't have a chance to really say much of anything last time, and Ashley kind of brought that out to me that Treasure didn't get a chance to talk much last time. So let's talk tonight. Treasure, let's talk tonight. You had the opportunity. Well, you're growing up in the house with your parents.
Yes.
Where they didn't get a chance to grow up in the house with me, but you did. And so talk to the people about what it's really like to you being a PK kid and what it's like growing up with pastors in the home. Talk to people about that.
Well, I don't know. It was like a lot going on. Like, I don't feel like me and Javon had like a life. All we did was like go to school, daycare, and church, and then that was it. That was pretty much every day. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I feel like we didn't have any free time to do anything or anything like that. Like everything was surrounded by church. Don't get me wrong. Like I don't have a problem with going to church. Like I didn't care about that. It was just too much. I don't know if I was going to church. That wasn't the issue. It was just we're going too much. I was just like, I don't want to go home. Like I want to do stuff.
Yeah. So. I remember when you came in. Where was we at? We was in the bedroom. I think we was in the bedroom, and you came in to the room, knocked on the door, came into the room, and said, "Me and Javon want to have a meeting with y'all.
Yeah, you want to have a meeting
at 4:00.
Yeah."
I looked at my wife. My wife was like, "What?"
It was like a meeting. A meeting about what?
My wife was like, "What?" So I'm sitting there and I'm like, "Okay, we're gonna see what."
I'm like, "You want to meet with who?"
I want to see what this meeting is really all about. And so we go in there at 4:00, and I sat down in the couch, and my wife sat down in the chair, mm-hmm. And so we want to see what this meeting was about.
Oh, yes, we did.
And so you started to talk about we don't have a life. We keep going to church all the time. We don't get a chance to do nothing. We don't get a chance to do this, and we don't get a chance to do that. I mean, you was going at it. And Mom, you always make us do this, and you always make us do this. And Dad, you do the same thing. I mean, they was going at it. Yeah. And my wife was giving them that look, and I wasn't saying anything. I had a pencil and paper in my hand. I started taking notes.
Yes.
Because what I was doing at that moment was taking notes as to how you felt. And I realized at that moment that we cannot rob you of a life.
Right.
That we couldn't rob you of a life. And so that's when I got the phrase, we're going to play hard. I mean, we're going to work hard, but we're going to play hard. Mm-hmm. And so that's where we got that phrase from. And that meeting kind of changed a whole lot.
Yeah, because I remember her talking about all the responsibilities she had in the church.
Yeah.
And at that time, I believe she was the usher and the greeter.
One of the ushers, yeah.
And then we put her on the media. She was doing the cameras. She was doing the media. I mean, she pretty much worked every department in the church, to be honest.
Yeah.
And so she just felt like she didn't have a life, like everything was surrounded on church. And it's, she was doing a lot. She was, at her age, she was doing a lot.
Yeah. Let's go to Alexis right now. And let's talk to Alexis right now. Alexis started out being in the house with me.
Right.
Because I was married to Alexis' mom. And so she started out being in the house with me and going to church as a little girl with us. But then, situations happened and that changed. Talk to us, Alexis, tonight about what it's like having a dad and a mother. Because my wife claims you guys being pastor.
Yes.
So talk to us about what that's like for you.
Honestly, it don't feel different to me because I grew up with it. So It doesn't bother me. I don't feel a way about it. I don't know. It's just like a lifestyle, basically. Like that's what I'm used to.
You wasn't like Treasure, didn't want nobody to know your dad was a pastor?
I really didn't care, honestly. I mean, if they know, they know. If they don't, you don't.
See,
honestly, they really care.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, we're gonna get to Pierre really quickly, and I know he got a mouthful, so let's just hear it. So he kind of started out. He was with me in the beginning.
Yes,
you understand? From day one, he's my day one. You know what I'm saying? He's my day one from day one. So what was it like for you, Pierre? Some of the things you didn't get a chance to talk about the last time. What was it like for you?
I mean, for me, it was like I said the first one we did. I really didn't like it because I felt like you was giving your all to the church, and we was getting put on the back burner. So I really didn't like it. As far as people been knowing, they knew you was a pastor before. I knew, but people already knew like your dad's a pastor. Oh, he's a pastor kid. It used to irritate me like, what they got to do with me? I don't care. Like, that's him. That's his lifestyle. That's not me. So I mean, I didn't. Now it's like I care, but I still don't care. Like, because sometimes I feel like it's like, here you go with this church. Here we go. It's like I talk to you. You be like, you need to get your butt in church. You're like, bro, I don't even. All right. But no, I mean, it's cool. I see the difference between then and now. But like everybody, like they said, I don't care. I don't care.
But see, you coming off like you saying you don't care, but the reality is you do care, because it's coming out in your mouth. You saying, like everybody think like I'm supposed to be this, I'm supposed to be that. I really don't care, but the reality is you do care because it's coming out of your mouth. So
it's like they expected me to be. They want me to be what you are. Being I am the firstborn. I am, what I'm saying, they see me since day one. Everybody. So they go, oh, he's gonna be this, he's gonna be that. It's just like, this is not, if God himself to say, Pierre, yeah, it's time for you to do this and that. You're gonna cut that out. Pierre ain't doing no. I seen the trials, I seen the tribulations, I seen it all go through the ups and the downs. It's like, I don't want to go through that. I don't want to do that. I'm cool. just give me my bag. We're gonna keep on moving. I'm cool.
What changed your mind about not being in church? Because I know that you were raised in church with us, and at one point you were living with us. So what made you, totally just change your mind and not want to do much of being
it's not that I didn't want to go to church. It was just too much of church for me. Because growing up, we were in church.
I can't hear you.
We can't hear you. You got some dead spots now.
Can you hear me now?
We still can't hear you.
Yeah, you got some dead spots.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
now
we can hear you.
It wasn't the fact that I didn't like going to church. It was the fact that we was going to church too much. We was going to church Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then revival came. We was in church 3 services at a time. It was just like, I'm tired. And we wouldn't come home. We wasn't going home until about 11:30, 12 o'clock at night.
True.
Then we had to get up. Then we had to get up and go to school the next morning. Then after school, we had church again.
Right.
Like, we don't have no life. We don't have nothing to do. It's always church.
Now let's deal with that. Let's deal with that at this moment now. All right, because you said something last time that you didn't get a chance to do nothing. You couldn't go to. You couldn't do anything.
So let me clarify that.
Please do.
Please do.
Let me clarify. It's not the fact that we didn't get to do nothing. For me, I was always in trouble, so I could do nothing regardless. I was always in trouble, but it was the fact that my dad he's overprotective of his kids, so we couldn't go over there because he didn't know who was there and what was going on.
Right.
So I'll clarify that. My bad. For me, I was a troublemaker, so I was always in trouble, getting in trouble. So it was like, can he go to the dance? Can he go to the party?
On purpose? Was it on purpose?
Yeah, me. Sometimes me getting in trouble on purpose. I was getting in trouble on purpose, just only because, like I mentioned in the first interview, it was like that's the only way I could get some attention from my dad, because he was always he was at church, he was working, or he was doing something. So, and he come home and go to sleep. So for me to get some attention from him, let me get in trouble.
Yeah.
But I recognized that early on.
Yes, I did.
I recognized it early on. That's what he was doing. Now, Pierre is right. I'm very protective of my children.
Yes.
Very protective of my children.
Very.
I remember Pierre was with my brother on the west side of Long Beach.
Oh. On
the west side of Long Beach, ain't none of us over there. But those from the hood know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
When I say what none of us.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna leave it like that. I ain't gonna go no further with it and come off wrong, whatever. But wasn't none of us over there.
Okay.
All right. And I had gotten word that some, some kids is some, some. I'm gonna just say it like this. Some cholos is over there, and I guess they shot at him with a BB gun or something.
Oh,
they shot when I got word of it. I come to the west side.
Yes.
Let's see, I come to the west side for real.
Okay.
I come hunting for real. Mm-hmm. I'm looking for who is it? You understand? I don't care your old bowls up or whatever y'all do. I'm coming. What? Yeah. I'm coming to the west side for real. Like, hey, who was it? Who was it? I'm about to tell. So that's why they probably don't say a lot of things to me about what took place.
Right.
And he was a little kid, so I come over there, man. I'm looking for anybody.
Right.
Who is it? Is it him? You understand? I'm looking at anybody with a tattoo on anything. Who is it? I come over there. Yeah, I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? And so, but listen, my daughter asked me about here, sweetheart. Let's talk. Let's talk. That's the things you kind of left on the table last time. You said you didn't grow up in the house with your dad, so being a PK kid really wasn't a big deal for you. But you did. You have worked in the ministry with your dad.
Yes.
And so you see,
Yeah, I used to sell CDs and I used to work the media department.
That's right.
Yeah, and I remember you used to be with me. You used to have the table set up and everything, selling the CDs, and I'd see some CDs. She would be the one keeping the money.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so I didn't have a problem with that, but it was because she, that was my way of paying her for the job that she did. Mm-hmm. You understand? But let's talk about it. For you, did you have any challenges with your dad being a pastor?
Nope, not at all.
Really?
Because I wasn't in the house, I didn't really have to deal with it. I went to church when I wanted to. I wasn't forced to like everybody else. I didn't have the same challenges as everybody else.
Did you feel like you missed out on some things with your dad?
Not really, because I did get to work with you a lot when I was in the church.
Yeah. See, most people don't realize that it was always a joy for me to have my children working with me. That was always a joy for me. Not just because I'm a pastor, he should have his kids with him, but just the mere fact that my children were there. The older I get, the more I want to be around my children.
Yes, definitely.
And so that's where I am right now. Now, Treasure, you were doing a lot of laughing here in just a few moments. So let's talk about why you were laughing. Let's talk about why you were laughing. Because do you think that your dad is overprotective too?
Oh, well, you talking about like right now? I wasn't laughing. It must be delayed or something.
Okay, but you think that your dad is overprotective too?
You are.
And why do you say that he's overprotective?
Because we couldn't really do nothing. Really, like I never been to a birthday party. Like I don't know what that's like. I never been to a sleepover. I don't know what that's like. Like I ain't do nothing.
Oh, you ain't never been to a birthday party? No.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
You had a sleepover with your sister.
Ooh,
that's different.
I'm talking about like
you don't need no friends. We her friends.
No, she hasn't had a sleepover with her friends. No.
Like I don't know. We just didn't. We were always too busy to do stuff. So we can never do stuff.
Yeah. I don't know about that. I gotta think about that one. Yeah, I gotta think about that. Because you said you didn't go to no birthday parties. I can't see that.
I'm talking about it.
What?
I'm talking about like
Hey, now we're starting to get about feedback.
Yes.
Now, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't need her. I'm trying to think how she gets up with
Now,
she went to birthday parties, but they was for the church.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Plenty of those at the church.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Like, grown people don't count. I'm talking about kids.
She talking about kids that's not in the church. She didn't get to go to those parties.
She hasn't.
She hasn't.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
She's correct. She hasn't.
Okay. See, I didn't know that. I'm just learning about that now. I thought she'd been to some birthday parties. Okay.
They used to have my friends used to have parties all the time.
Hold on, close the door.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. Dad wasn't letting you go to nobody's sleepover. That wasn't gonna happen. You understand? That just wasn't gonna happen. Because I just can't always put no trust in people. So Dad wasn't letting me go to no sleepovers at all. You know, so yeah, now you might be right about that. Now, what about you? What about you, Ashley? You think your dad is overprotective?
I don't think I know. I used to think you were overprotective, but now as an adult and a mother, I can see why. And I wouldn't call it being overprotective.
Somebody, we got feedback from people now. Seems like they got their system on.
Somebody has their recording on.
Right, go ahead.
I said when I was younger, I considered you to be overprotective, but as an adult and a mother myself, I don't blame you. I see why. I don't call it overprotective now.
Where's Alexis at?
Oh God.
Yeah, you think your dad is overprotective?
That's a fact. You are overprotective.
Why do you think I'm overprotective?
You don't need no boyfriend. I'm your man. That just says it all right there. I'm everything you need.
You know why your dad say that? Because your dad needs you to know that you don't need, you ain't got to be putting no trust and no faith in no dude, because your dad's going to be consistent in your life and he's going to be there to rescue you and do that for you. So what about you, Curtis? You think your dad is overprotective?
I wouldn't know. On me.
I agree with my brother. I don't know. Overprotective over the girls, yes. Over the boys.
It's different for the boys and the girls.
I don't know.
Wait, say that again.
I said over the girls, yes, you are overprotective over the girls. Over us, over the dudes, I just be like, I don't know. It's like, yeah, he fell. Slaker's gonna get up and go about your business. Now the girls fall on the bus. Come here, baby. Let me just kiss the boo boo. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm jealous.
You got it.
I feel some type of way.
You gotta get over it. Get over
I
it.
feel some type of way.
You're a big strong man. You got it.
When you come over to our house, your dad be hugging on you too.
I don't know why. Stop touching me.
You see that? I be hugging on you and your dad be hugging on you.
Stop touching me.
Yeah. I don't know why you would even say that. You know better than that.
I'm joking.
Yeah, please.
Let me stop. I'm joking. My dad is very, very overprotective overall, but especially the girls because they all girls. So, but sometimes he take it to the extreme a little bit too much. Like,
What do you mean when you said take it to the extreme, Pierre?
Now, like the last, I don't even want to say this, but about when he told Ashley's boyfriend, "I'll put you in the dirt."
That was an extreme.
To me, what?
That man's still walking.
I'd be like, "I'm done. Nice knowing you, girl.
You be
Peace.
saying the same thing.
I'm gone. I'm gone.
Yeah, you be saying the same thing.
I don't have no daughter. I have a little boy, so I'm okay."
No, you say the same thing to us. Like we your kids.
That's different. Yeah, I don't like none of your boyfriends, so I don't care. None of them.
Oh my
And they
goodness.
know it.
See, he's just like a dad. You see that? You see that?
My father
Curtis
said,
said he don't know, he don't care. But listen, let's get to some of y'all questions tonight. Let's get to some of y'all questions
Oh
tonight.
yeah, they should ask this question. Oh yeah.
Who's that want to ask questions?
Alexis.
All right, let's see your question.
No, I don't have questions. I mean, like the audience to ask questions for us, and then we answer.
oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that's smart. Yeah.
Okay, now I know Ashley has some questions. I know
I
Ashley.
don't really have any questions. I don't. I couldn't think of any.
You did what?
I couldn't think of any questions to ask.
I got a question.
Oh, Lord.
Oh,
Oh God.
All right. Godzilla or King Kong? Who gonna
Oh
win?
my goodness.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Godzilla or King Kong?
Oh my God.
oh my God.
This is really our life. That's crazy.
But wait,
Well, let's
I think
go
it's gonna
further.
be King
Y'all
Kong.
tripping now. Y'all tripping now. Y'all tripping now. Y'all tripping now. But listen, it seems like this system is messing up big time. We don't know why it is. Just I don't know. Maybe somebody's listening, trying to listen to the live while we're doing it, and it just making feedback. But here's the thing. I have had, I'm always proud of you guys. I always talk to you about how proud I am of you. Let me ask this question. Have you ever been proud of your dad?
Yeah, I am. I'm very proud of my dad because, like he said, I was in it from day one. I seen it from the ups, the downs, the bad, the ugly, the good. I saw everything. So from the person you was then to now, I'm very proud of you. I say that all the time. Like my dad is one of the best preachers to do it, if not the, in my opinion, well, not the best. So, yeah, I see it. I'm proud of my dad.
He's a Perryman. We're lit.
You feel me?
See, what did you say? What did you say, sweetheart?
I said, what does Pierre expect? He's a Perryman. We're lit.
It's in my DNA to win.
Exactly.
Well, y'all crazy. What about you? What about you? Alexa? Have you ever been proud of your dad?
Yeah, I'm very proud of you.
And that's it.
Yeah, I'm happy where you are. I'm proud of you. You're doing a lot of stuff with your career, where you want to be in life. I'm very proud of you. Hope you
I'm not
continue
talking
to
about
prosper.
that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about being proud of me just being your dad. Forget the church,
yes.
forget all the rest of that stuff. Huh?
Yes, I'm very proud of you of how you are, Dad. I mean, you're better than what you were before, so that's always a plus.
What about you, Ashley?
Yeah, proud. Because I've seen how you were before and how much you've progressed. Yeah, I'm definitely proud to have you as my dad. Because a lot of people, they go through the same trials and tribulations and they don't make it out.
Yeah. What about you, Curtis?
Yeah, we've been with you for the longest.
Say what now?
I said, me and Pierre been here with you for the longest, so we know how you was.
You went out again. You went out again, Curtis.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you went out on that. Yeah, you went out on that. Okay. Now, what did you say, son?
I said, me and Pierre been here from the beginning, so we know a lot more about you than everybody else does.
Yeah.
So from knowing where you came from and whatnot is, I'm proud of you, Dad.
Yeah. Oh boy, I'm dreading this one right here. I ain't gonna lie. I'm dreading this one right here. What about you, Treasure? Oh Lord.
I don't know. You're good, Dad. You be tripping sometimes.
Okay, so we do have a question.
Somebody got a question?
Yes. From Sheila Roby, says, how was he before from the kids' perspective? How was he before?
Pierre, go ahead.
Okay, well, wait, what was the question again? She wants to know how was he before?
How was he before from the kids' perspective?
Okay, from my perspective, like okay, so I was actually in the house with my dad from day one, and so it was like he's the same now. He was just like he didn't have much time as he did before. He was always. I don't know if I should say that. Well, the church already know. My dad had a lot of women, so it was just like it was weird.
You said nothing wrong. I told that. I told people that.
It was weird because he'd be over here, and then. I got, I was a little one that was around him. I saw him. I covered for my dad. I watched my dad. Oh, forgive me for saying this, Dad, but I watched my dad leave the house, take me with him, go down the street into another house, had a girl pick us up, and take us where we was going. And then she dropped us off back over. Then we run down the street back to the house like ain't nothing happened. He was like, "Don't say nothing." Wherever we went to the park.
Somebody said, "Okay, classmate."
I was toe up. I was just toe up. I can't lie to y'all. I was toe up.
I was the wingman.
They know what my I done told everybody what my life was like. I wasn't joking around. People need to understand that. Hey, I wasn't always safe.
Right.
You understand? I wasn't always safe. And
he was.
Look at me now, Curtis. What would you think now about me now? Yeah, your phone is messed up.
You don't play basketball no more. I remember you picking us up.
He can't move
now.
Going to the court.
He can't move
all day waiting for you.
So it's back out.
And then going to grandma's house.
Somebody said, "Thank God for change."
Now it's just different. Now it's none of that. You're not going to sleep like you did. You go to sleep and when you get home from work, just go straight to sleep. And then we didn't see you until probably like the next day or something like that. Now it's different.
Yeah,
got a lot more of them.
But they're saying that I, can't do certain things. Y'all know I got major clap back. Y'all know I do, but I ain't gonna touch you. Y'all know I got major clap. Y'all know I do. I got major clap.
I won't even say it. I already know what you're thinking.
I have
So I don't say that. I got major clap back.
when Pierre, don't imitate your dad. I guess you're saying don't imitate this car.
Yeah.
Listen. I try not to, but it's in my DNA. I don't know.
No, it ain't in your DNA. It ain't in your DNA.
No. I honestly, at the time when I was growing up, I try to imitate everything my dad did. Everything, from the cologne he wore to where he wear his hats, his clothes, everything. I try to do everything like my dad. But then they were just like, "This ain't right. This ain't me." So I had to cut that out.
Yeah. See. Yeah, I was all the time. But where I am right now, I am so proud to be a father. I know Pierre's mother is watching today. And shout out to his mother for watching. I remember my first time meeting Pierre. It was an amazing experience. Never had disdain in my heart or anything like that. And what was I like, 19 years old? And I thought, you got to grow up fast. You got to grow up fast. You got to do what you got to do to be a good father. And so what I did was I drug Pierre around a lot of women. All right. And he's right about that. I drug Pierre around a lot of women. And here's what I was doing. I was trying to find a mother for Pierre. That's what I was trying to do. And I would get involved with this person. And what I would do is Pierre would end up being connected or attached to this person. But I wasn't attached to the person. So now I'm bouncing out of here. And he's bouncing with connect with somebody else. Pierre gets somewhat attached to that person. Then I ain't attached to the person, not at all. And I'm bouncing up out of there. Now he got about it. And I did him a good service because here I am. I don't know who I am as a man. I got this thought in my head that my kid needs a mother. Not realizing he already got a mother. But I'm all over the place. And I'm messing up everything concerning him because I'm all over the place. And getting older and starting to realize that this is not worth it. And this is not how I'm supposed to live my life. By the time I figured this out, Pierre was basically almost grown.
Yeah.
And it was just not good to do that. I did him a disservice because I didn't know who I was. I did the rest of my time a disservice because I didn't know who they were. All over the place. Like a lot of women, doing a lot of things. But at the same time, I'm trying to figure things out for myself. I don't know what to do. But now that I got older, gave my life to Christ, and understanding that fatherhood is more than what I'm seeing right now. It's more than that. It has to be more than that. And I have to do better. And with this, I have to realize that I have to depend on God. I don't know what that is. Because I hear the feedback. It seems like it may be coming from somebody's connection or something. But just realizing that I have to be the one to do what is right. You know what I mean? And I'm grateful that you guys give your father a different opportunity. You see the change in me and knowing that my heart is right for it. Yeah, I'm somewhat of a especially when it comes down to my girl. Because I know the kind of man that I mistreated women. So I can spot a dude from a mile away with the things that he gonna do towards you. So that stuff irritates me and bothers me because I don't want to see that happen to you. So yeah, I was over, and but I don't apologize for it, none whatsoever. I don't apologize for it at all because it was needed and necessary from my perspective. Now let's. I know you got some stuff you want to talk about, so let's get into it more with them.
Okay. It's not my phone. My phone is not phone.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. If you had to look over these things again, ask me, what would you do now? I mean, would you go back in time and try and change things, or what would you do? Yeah, we get a lot of feedback. I'm listening. Go ahead.
I wouldn't change anything. Everything happened for a reason, and I think it made us all stronger people. I wouldn't change nothing.
What about you, Curtis? Would you change anything about your dad or anything like that? Things in the past, would you change anything?
No, I wouldn't change anything. There's nothing to change. That's who you are. You know, can't change that.
Yeah. What about you, Alexis? Oh, is she on? All right. What about you, Pierre?
The only thing I would change is you just spending time with us. That's it. And us, and then us as in, I mean, as all of us together, spending time with all of it instead of us having us. Me, Curtis, and Ashley around the corner from each other. And then me and D'Angelo and Lex in the house with each other. So it was just like, I just wish you to spend.
Now say that again.
I just wish you to spend more time with us instead of having us I'm on this corner, and Ashley, Curtis, and Jordan is on the corner down the street. And me, Lex, and D'Angelo in the house. It's just like, I just wish you spend more time.
Yeah.
Other than that, nothing.
Yeah. But you know what? The past makes us better. It makes us better. We learn from the past. We learn from mistakes. And we get better as we go. We get better as we go. And I would think that I did that. By the time I met you, my life had already really had done a major change. And I wasn't the same that I was before. I wasn't that guy. And so, what would you think, honey? What would you think?
Speaking on this, and when I met you already say so. Everything that we're talking about, I wasn't aware of. You know, I was aware of the women you were taking before you were dating other women and all that. But you guys say everything. It's like God's trying to do overnight when I heard everything that you were talking about. I was like a whole different person.
Yeah. I was a whole different person.
I'm glad I didn't get any of the
Now let's talk about it. One of the things that my children always hear me say, "Hey, you need to get in church. You need to get in church. You need to get in church." When I look and see Ashley on the broadcast every day, being on the Sunday morning services, that's a tremendous blessing because I'm not forcing you to do it. And what's your reasoning, Ashley, for really want to be in the services with your dad? What's the reason for
that? For me, it's that's just like my morning cup of coffee. It's my self-help. Or maybe not self-help, but it's a guide for me.
It's a what now?
I said it's a guide for me.
You enjoy your dad's food?
Sometimes you be extra, but yeah.
And sometimes what?
You be extra, but I enjoy it for the most part.
Now Alexa's be coming on and stuff too. So I don't know if she's on or not right now. But what about you? What about you, Curtis? What about you? I know you would come to church a lot with your dad from time to time. But what do you think?
I'm not into church. You'll probably never catch me at church.
What?
So you'll probably never catch me at church.
Wait.
He said he's not into church. That's not his thing. He said you won't catch him in the church.
Yeah, I've been over church for like 20 years.
2 years.
I said 20.
What did he say?
He said he's been over church for 3 years.
For 3 years?
I'm learning this right now. So
What you say for 3 years?
20.
20.
It couldn't be 20 because you're going to church with us.
Oh no, it's been probably 20.
Okay, well, we need to dig into this.
Yeah, we need to talk to you afterwards.
No, we're gonna talk right now. We right here. So what's your reason for just being over it?
You said what?
What's your reason for being over it?
Like they were like Pierre and as everybody was saying about when he was going to churches in Lakewood, Long Beach. We gotta wear. Females gotta wear dresses and female dudes can wear earrings. I remember that. That kind of killed the whole thing. Like me, the lady who didn't like kids, and then that little boy got up and started talking about.
I remember that.
Have long hair. I was like, nah.
It's funny because I know exactly what you're talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about too. That was the same moment.
He had that Jeep in the front with the BMW in the back. I remember that. I remember that.
Okay. Answer, explain, because I don't know what you're talking about. Explain.
We were at a church in Long Beach, just like I said last week. We were at a church in Long Beach, and like the pastors, and there was actually a kid who got up and he started preaching about how boys who wear like short afros or afros in general they were gonna go to hell.
Was that in the church?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember Jordan was sitting right next to me with an afro.
I'm listening. Come on, wait a minute. Come on, y'all let her talk, because I'm trying to understand this. This is my first hearing of this. Let me hear it.
Remember when you used to open up the church?
When we used to
get on the bus and wake up early for you to open up the church? Yeah, that church.
Which church was that?
He's not talking about a lady pastor there.
No. He's talking about he's talking about when we was going to Deep Revelation.
Oh, Deeper Revelation.
Okay.
With Apostle Wallace.
Okay, elaborate a bit, Pierre, over for this, because I don't know nothing about this one. Elaborate on this one for me.
Okay, well, Curtis got two of the places mixed up. The first church he talking about was when we was at the church in Long Beach on Atlantic Road.
Yeah.
That's when he got basically, it turned him off from girls couldn't wear pants, they couldn't do this, men couldn't wear earrings. If that's the case, we have to go to hell, whatever the case may be. And I think he talking about when we was at Deep Revelation when I think if I'm not mistaken, one Sunday, one of the kids got up. I think he was telling a testimony or something, and he said that if he has an afro, if he has braids or long hair, he's going to hell because that's what women do. So that put him in a place where I'm not going to church anymore because I don't feel like I got to go to hell because of my appearance. So he just like, I ain't going to church. This how church is. I ain't going.
Yeah,
let's talk about that.
You remember that time when they used to keep the doors closed until everybody gave up their offering, and they wanted like $50? Remember that?
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, that was that.
Because see, this is new to me. I don't remember hearing any of that because your daddy wouldn't have went for that. So I don't remember hearing any of that. Do you know what he's talking about now, Pierre?
Yeah.
Okay, explain, because your dad don't know nothing.
I don't know if you. I think he was at work or you came to church late, but it was a revival service going on, and the dude was preaching, and he was like, "Somebody stand by the door. Ain't nobody leaving out of the church until they give an offering."
They didn't get enough money, so they made sure everybody gave up the rest.
That's exactly. I guess they had, at the time they had to meet a certain amount for the church for the service, I guess, and I guess they came up a couple $100 short. So the dude was like, "Somebody stand by the door. Don't nobody leave here. Don't get up and go to the bathroom until you give up an offering. We got to meet this, and the third." And I was just, yeah.
So that's your reasoning now, Curtis, for not.
He's been turned off.
Yeah, that's your reasoning. Okay. Now see, here's the thing.
That was like a cult.
Okay, here's the thing. You never had that conversation with your dad.
Yeah. First time hearing that.
It's our first time hearing this.
Yeah.
So see, here's the thing. You've never seen your dad do that.
Never.
You've never seen me do it. The one thing that I despise as a pastor is religion. Because religion doesn't help people, it hurts people. It makes people think that they have to do all of these things in order to make it into heaven. And you have to look at it. This little kid that was testifying and saying those things was a kid who was saying those things because that's what he was taught. That's because that's what he was taught. It wasn't because that's what he read. He was taught that. And so we gonna fix this thing with you about being turned off in church and stuff like that, because we're not gonna let that happen because of what you've experienced or whatever. So, but you've never seen your dad do that. Isn't that right? You never see your dad.
No, you never did that, but you were on that. I don't know what they call it, a pastor in training or something. I think you were his deacon or something.
I know what you're talking about. I was his armor bearer, and I was one of the assistant pastors. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But since you've seen your dad pastor now, you've never seen your dad do that.
No, but you didn't really say anything. You didn't pastor at that time.
Mm-hmm. But since your dad's been a pastor, you've never seen that from your dad.
No.
Okay. The reason I'm putting this out there for you like this, for you to understand, is because not every one of us is like that. A lot of times people are taught certain things because that's just what they know, what they've heard from somebody else. But it's not what your dad teaches. So we're going to work with you by seeing God from a different perspective and not seeing God from a religious perspective. This is the reason I'm glad we're doing this, because what's happening is a lot of people, a lot of PK kids are turned off, don't want to have nothing to do with church because they feel like all of this stuff is placed on them to do. Following your dad's footsteps, be what your dad is. This is how you're supposed to act. If you make a mistake, you're under the microscope. Your dad doesn't think like that. Your dad doesn't think like that. Now, Leslie, you're on here now. Did you ever feel like that too?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear your question.
I said, were you turned off?
Can you guys hear me?
I think she's doing. What about you, Ashley?
Yes, because I was in that church, that service.
It turned you off.
Yeah, I did. It really bothered me mostly because Jordan was also in that service, and he used to wear his hair in a short afro, and I felt like they were preaching directly at him, and that really bothered me.
Now, how come you guys never said anything to your dad about it?
I mean, I just said what it is. That's what it is. I guess that's what it was. To me, that's what it was.
You thought what now?
I said that's what the church was, because we didn't go to at that time. We didn't go to church. We only went to church when we was with you. So yeah, that was probably first experience with church.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so you're probably not the only PK kids who are turned off with church because of the things that you've seen. Let's. I know Pierre already. I'm just already. know. What about you, Chris? You been turned off with church?
Honestly, like I said before, I never really had a problem with going to church. Honestly, like. Seems like I feel like I'm really different a little bit. I know something's not right. Like I feel like I'm always gonna go to church. That's everything. I don't have a problem with it. It's just going too much. How long is this story?
Yeah.
But I didn't really. Church used to be fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
It's because really, because you're the only preacher I ever heard. You're the only preacher.
Say what now?
You're the only preacher that we were around. Like you're the only preacher that I love.
What about you, Pierre? We got a few more minutes. What about you? I got to get prepared for that.
I necessarily wasn't. I wasn't necessarily turned off by church. I was just turned off by the people in the church.
Explain.
Yes. Church always benefit me. I like a story for me. Like every time I did detach myself from you guys, everything that started to happen to me will go down a drain. Everything started going down a drain. But then when I come back, everything was just back where it's supposed to be. Now, as far as the people, it was just like I don't understand how he's preaching and you dead in service talking about him while preaching. Like I never understood that. And then it's like everything I'm holding myself back not to say nothing to the people because then that's me being out of line or he's just being like he started stuff. No, it's just like how you being disrespectful. And on top of that, you see your pastor struggling, going through stuff, whatever the case may be, and you not one time just, all right, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. It's nothing. Or they want to put on a front when other churches come into the service and they want to put on this front like, oh, pastor this, pastor that, da-da-da-da. Why are you flipping? Why are you being fake?
Yeah.
You don't mess with him while he doing this, but then when people come around, you're gonna put on the front like he's just, oh, pastor does this, pastor this. He's cut it out. Don't be fake. Keep it, just be honest with who you is. Like you just a weird, awkward person. You're stupid. Like, be what you are. Don't you. I sat in the back of the church and I watched two ladies. I ain't gonna say their name, but I watched two ladies sit there and talk bad about my dad in service. Just talk bad, like, but they had the nurse come and walk up to him. Oh, pastor, you preach a good service. How? How do you preach a good service? You talking bad about him? How?
Yep.
How? Like, what is that? And then after that, I'm like, I'm cool. I don't want to attend church. I'll watch it online. You know. Hey, hallelujah, praise the Lord with all y'all. But I'm not. I'm straight. I'm cool. All that. That's. No, I'm cool.
Now, Treasure, you laughing now. So what you laughing about? Come on, talk. What you talking? What you laughing about?
No, because I agree with everything you're saying. Like I didn't have a problem with church. It was just the people at church who were just like how y'all just talking about that? Like they used to think of us in church. Like
I think Treasure's
it was a lot. Like I agree with everything you said. The facts. They used to do all that.
I want to say something.
Go ahead.
I'm reading a lot of the comments tonight, and I'm really feeling some of your pain, some of your issues as far as some things happening in your life. Somebody said that they understand God more now, but there are a lot of this. How would you address that?
You talking to me? How would I address it? Hypocrites being in church?
Yes.
Everywhere you go, you can find hypocrites. But you have to realize that you can't be one of them.
Exactly.
But
because
it don't make sense though, man.
Let me explain. I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do because it's the right thing to do. It's what I'm supposed to do. I can't put my focus and trust on people or watch what they do and let what they do dictate my relationship with God. If I do that, I'm becoming hypocritical myself. I'm letting them lead and guide me. I can't tell you that wasn't painful for me because let me just get out there a little bit. I watched in a service one time that this lady walked into our service. She was sitting in the corner section of it. And this lady was enjoying the service. And, we get these comment cards from the people, how they enjoy the service, whatever they tell them to enjoy the service. And she had it on that green card for back. I picked up the phone, call her a day later, tell her thank you for being a part of the service. We appreciate you and all of that. And I asked her where she would come back. The lady said to me that I will not go to your church again. It startled me. And I was like, did I say something that wasn't right? Said, no, everything you do touched my heart. You was about myself. Wait. She said, but I will not been in the church where a group of people about the pastor preaching. I've never seen that. And she said, I will not do that again. And I remember, and she didn't know the people there. She said there was 5 of them. And in her section, I knew the 5 people. And it hurt because here was a lady that came hurt. She got the help, but she was in a bad taste in her mouth because of the way church was. I asked her to give her another chance. Just come back again. Things could change. She said, no, I won't do that. It's just like this. I won't do this. And I realized at that moment, I have an option. I can let what somebody else do stop me from getting what I'm supposed to have, stop me from being in the place that I'm supposed to be in, I could pass all of that and continue to keep doing what I'm supposed to, being connected to the place that I know that's feeding me.
Yes.
So I don't want to be a hypocrite. I'm not living my life based on what other people think and how they feel. My relationship with God is real. That's what I'm trying to get my children to. Your relationship with God must be real. It's got to be real. I can't get you into heaven. All I can do is teach you, talk to you about the Word of God. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to stop talking to you about the Word of God. You know, some people say you just got to leave it alone and not talk so much to the people, to the kids about Christ. So what else I'm supposed to talk to you about? Any problem that you got, I can't fix your problem, but God can. I can't do nothing to turn you to Him. Maybe I'm gonna package it a little bit differently, but I'm gonna give you Christ. He's the only one that can turn it around. Everything that you tried, everything that I have tried, has not worked. But He works all the time. And so I can't give you anything else. I know sometimes you guys are like, oh my God, Dad, you can talk about God again, about the Bible again. Ain't nothing else to talk about.
That's all we live. We live by the Word.
You done tried everything and it don't work. It doesn't work.
But that Bible
works.
God first.
Can't give you nothing else. You understand? Now, you know your dad is a fun-loving dude. Some things that their dad do around you guys, you don't do it in public. Now, you know, y'all, especially you got a bird's eye view, all that stuff, that you do a lot of stuff, you know,
but it don't make no sense.
Well, did you actually?
It don't make no sense, because it's like, how can you just sit there and just talk bad about this person, but the moment you get in trouble or you get sick, you pick up the phone calling him, Pastor, can you come to the hospital? And he was just like, how can you, like, call why don't you call another pastor? Call him. You just out here and just down talk me, and you know what I'm saying? But you got the nerves, pick up the phone, Pastor, I need your help. I need a prayer. I'm going through this. I think I'm about to die. Like, but you were just in service saying, it don't make no sense. It's stupid. It's dumb.
You know, it's so funny you're saying that, because I know exactly who you're talking about, and we just have to pray for those who despitefully use you and talk against you. It doesn't even matter about them. We have to pray for those.
Yeah, and the other
that's
thing,
why God is a forgiving God as well.
Yeah. And here's the thing that you also have to understand, son. Your dad knew what he was signing up for when he signed up for the job.
That's right.
You're a better man than me. I quit.
Yeah, better basketball player than you too. Don't get it twisted.
Please don't do this. Not right now. Don't do this.
You don't do this. Let's be realistic. Let's you get honest and you tell the people. How many times have you
don't do this, okay?
How many times have you beat your dad? Be realistic.
Oh my God.
I have.
Yeah, how many times have we played basketball?
Back for a minute.
Okay, my wife want to go back. That saved you right there.
I'm reading some of the comments, and some people who've been in church for a long time and have been hurt by church. How would you address church hurt? Because I know you're doing a book on church hurt. That unbelieving God that'll be out this year. I'm gonna have to push you to finish that book, but he's writing a book on church hurt, and I know you have some amazing messages in that book. How would you address church hurt?
Hey, first let me say a big shout out to my sister, Alice Sherrod is on. What up, Didi? To be honest with you, part of my book is church hurt is real and it should not be denied. Church hurt is real, it should not be denied. Everybody at one shape, form, or fashion in life has experienced some church hurt.
We definitely have.
We all go through it. But once you get to a point to where you're looking past people,
that's right,
and you're looking at God, now you're not focused on the people. Sometimes hurting people hurt people. People who go through challenges, people who go through difficulties, people who have challenges and problems, they hurt people. And sometimes people are taught a certain way.
Yes.
The culture that they was raised in teaches them to do certain things like that. You know, Pierre spoke about the church we was part of in Long Beach on Atlantic Avenue, where the pastor told the women they couldn't wear pants. If you did, you was going to hell. Men couldn't wear earrings. If they did, they was going to hell. That was religion. That was a lot of things that was explained or taught to her. she talked about people from the pulpit, preached their business, talked about me from the pulpit, told my mother while she was preaching that that son of yours, he ain't never amount to anything. And that's because they were taught great. But we have to that push past that and know God for ourselves. You got to know Him for ourselves. And that's the part. We must know God for ourselves. You can't get caught up in the religion, because religion will stop you from knowing God. It will stop you from having a relationship with God. So here now, you have no relationship with God, don't want to be a part of church, don't want to do anything with church, period. Now, the God that you need help from is not able to help you because you despise what it is that He does. So you have to push past that hurt. You got to push past that pain. You just got to push past it, because if you don't push past it, you'll stay where you are.
That's good.
Now, come on, there's a lot of to in your 50s. So how has it made you?
Say it again.
I said you've experienced a lot of church. How has it made you?
I don't think I've had church. I feel like it was more directed for you. And I feel like you're hurt my dad, so you're happy. It was more like that. I should be annoyed with you. I should be like, it's to be annoying. People, they walk around, they talk about stuff, and then they act like I can't hear it. I'm looking at them like y'all for real, y'all talk about like I'm not here. This is like annoying. Like, why are you here?
Yeah.
You don't like him that much. Why are you here?
That's it. I'm piggyback off what you said. That used to irritate my soul with you, Dad. Like you would still go and help these people. Like they sitting there like talking crazy to you, and they tell you, Pastor, I need some money, and you will go. I've watched you come out your pocket and give people money. That just sat here and just talk crazy. All right, Pastor, I ain't got no gas money. My light bills need to be due. I didn't watch you come out your pocket.
Definitely.
Here you go. Go get your like. How that used to be like, this dude here is like what? No way possible.
I feel like we see it all. Like people talking about, oh, I'm not going to leave. We're never going to leave. They leave. They act fake towards me. Like nice to you, and then they talk about the other. Like I seen it all. Like church.
Yeah, we don't. Somebody says like we got too many advice on, but the reality is we don't have any advice because we can't hear. Let me here. I understand what you're saying. It's just been tough.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear us very well now? Not that. Okay. Lexus, you was in the church too, and you've seen a lot of crazy stuff too. So what turns you on? You can't hear me. You're not talking. You can't hear you.
I'm mute.
She in some emotion.
Yeah. All right, sweetie. What was you saying? Yeah, yours is messed up. Okay, we can't hear you. I think you muted or something. Yeah, I think she's muted or something.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We have to come back for her at a later time. Listen, we got about another 5 to 6 minutes.
If anybody got any questions, you can type your questions in at this time. If you have any questions to answer.
I got a question.
Oh, Lord. Now, Curtis, now, listen. No craziness now. No craziness now. I know you.
No, who gonna win in the Super Bowl?
Oh my God.
Dude, you tripping. Get off this thing, man. You got the sisters laughing at you, man. Get off this thing, acting crazy.
My mother wrote on the screen that sometimes people talk from their feelings.
Right.
Was feeling a certain way. Look at grandson right there. But listen, we got to get ready to get out of here now. It's been a pleasure having y'all on. It really has been. And we love each one of y'all. We don't know where this feedback is really coming from because we tested the system way, before we started. And there's no issues or problems of feedback with it. So we don't know what the problem really is. But anyway, thank y'all so much for being on with us. We appreciate y'all. And do you got anything you want to say to them before we go?
I just want to say, you guys know I love each and every one of you like you're my own. You are my kids as well. So I'm just grateful that God gave us all amazing, great.
Oh no! Oh wait, I got a question.
Oh Lord.
It's not a bad question. It's a question for Sophia, honestly.
Go ahead.
The question is, I think all of us want to know this. Being that you knew that my dad already had kids coming to this relationship or marriage that you guys had, what made you be like, I'm gonna start claiming these kids as my own kids? Because a lot of people that come with, they call it baggage. They be like, oh, them just my stepkids. Like those are his kids.
You know what? It's so funny you said that because growing up, as my mother, she had got remarried, and I just the feeling of the word stepchild it never sat well with me, because I felt like if God chose to put two people together and they have kids, those kids are not just his kids or her kids, it's our kids. We're one family together. So, and I mean, from the time Alexis was coming over and D'Angelo, and then I met Ashley, and I mean, it's just, I felt like you guys are part of me. And you as well, dear.
Appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Because I think I appreciate it more than the rest of them do, only because my mom wasn't around like that. So I appreciate it more than the rest of them do.
And I mean, I know that you had another mother before I came into the picture, and you had an attachment to her, but that didn't bother me because I still had genuine love for you regardless.
I appreciate it, but I appreciate it.
Is there any one of y'all else want to say something about that? Ashley?
I wouldn't take care of none of y'all. I wouldn't claim any of y'all.
What did you say?
He wouldn't take care of none of us.
Not that.
You true. Get off this thing, man. You're crazy. What about you, Ashley? You guys think you want to add on this before we get ready to get out of here?
Nope.
No.
I love you too, Ashley.
I love you, Sophia.
Oh, you're gonna have me crying.
What about you?
Xbox.
Oh my God.
Here we go.
Little girlfriend, we can hear you.
It's time to go.
Hey, grandson. Hey. You're getting so big.
All right, listen, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Now I got to try to figure out what's this feedback all about, because it's the second time we've done this type of broadcast. This feedback comes from out of nowhere. We don't know what the deal is behind it, so we're gonna fix it. All right, bye, grandson. We love you.
Love you.
Come on. Hey, thank y'all so much for being on with us. In spite of all of the feedback problems we just had, thank y'all so much for being on. We appreciate y'all so very much, and we love y'all. But next Monday night, we're going to address this feedback problem. We don't know what it is. But next Monday, we're going to have Pastor Linda G. Hodge is going to be on with us. She's going to be talking about her new book, Matters of the Heart, 8 Spiritual Principles 8 spiritual principles to self-love. Is that what it is? And so that's what we're going to be talking about next time. So what we need y'all to do is come on and be a part next time and join in with us. And let's just have a great time in the Lord. All right?
Thank all of our
we want to thank all of our Facebook people who are watching us today. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We do. And we'll see y'all again next Monday.
Yeah.
Y'all be blessed.
Love you guys.
Love y'all.